Hi everyone, I'm Laura from GoSimpli, and today we're going to do a Pilates mat workout. It's a stackable 10, so 10 minutes long, and we're just going to work sort of the abdominal region and the back, and we're going to do everything down on the mat. So let's get started right down on the mat. And we're going to start by just doing some upper back lifts and then lowering. So here I have my glutes squeezed really tight. And I'm trying to use the muscles of this lower back here. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, I do have osteoporosis. It is okay, according to medical literature, for us to lift our spine in this direction. We're not trying to hyper extend it. We're just trying to build the supporting muscles all around the spine here. So I'm just resting my head on my hands here, my forehead, and I'm keeping those glutes engaged. Excellent. So now for the next move is 45 seconds on with a 15-second transition. I'm going to try lifting my legs. So you can do one leg at a time, or if you're pretty strong in the glutes, you can do both legs. So I'll show one leg first. So here we're just lifting one leg and then the other. It's not going to be very high off the mat because we're not using our back so much as using our glutes. So you want to focus on squeezing here to lift the leg. Okay, so we're trying to keep it more out of the back as much as possible and use those glutes because those glutes here really support the lower back and help to keep it strong and stable. Just a few more seconds here. Excellent. So now, excuse me, we're going to do the Pilates swimmer. I'm just getting better from a head cold, so I have to clear my throat a fair bit. Hopefully I won't have to cough. Okay, so now we're doing opposite arm and opposite leg. So I'm trying to keep us all facing down for the first bit of the workout, and then we'll be more on our back or our side for the second half of the workout. That way we're not flipping around too much. So just one leg and then the other. You can go faster than I am if you have the energy. That's great. Again, I'm recovering from illness, so I'm doing what feels good for my body today. So just a few more seconds here. Excellent. Now we're going to come up on our hands and knees. So just push up very gently there. And we're going to do a bird dog, but we're going to swing it out to the side. So it's up, swing out, bring it back, and switch. So here we're getting a lot of stability through that spine and through those hips, through that pelvic girdle. And again, we're really working those back extensors, but we're keeping the spine stationary. It can be challenging. A lot of Pilates movements ask for flexion of the spine, and those are things that we tend to want to avoid when we have osteopenia and definitely with osteoporosis. Excellent. And so for our last move from this position, we're going to do a bear plank where we're going to tap our knees. So we stay in this, sort of four-point position. We're going to lift our knees up and we're going to tap one side and then the other. So we have a bit of a body weight transfer here. We're going to try and hold this position again so that abdominals are really tucked in. So we're definitely getting abdominal work here. You could just completely hold this if you want, but using the transfer of weight is causing our pelvic girdle to really try and stabilize here. So again, that's good for our lower spine. And our abdominals have to engage even more. few more seconds here. Excellent. Now we're going to come and we're going to hold a side plank, or you can do a side plank with a bit of a dip. So I'll show you how to do both. And I'll show you how you can have your plank in different spots. So you can just hold a side plank on your knees. You can do one leg out for a little bit more lever, or you can do the full length out. And if you'd like, you can do a bit of a dip and back up. Now again, because we have this does involve a little bit of movement through the spine. And it is side to side, it's not twisting, and it's not flexion. So I am okay to do this. If you are not, or you are unsure, just hold it, please. Okay, so both are good. So I'm going to continue just by holding. And again, you can have one knee down or both knees down. Excellent. And then we're going to do that on the other side. Again, I'll show you all three positions and I'll show the dip. If you're not comfortable with the dip, or if you aren't sure if it is safe for you, then I just want you to hold. Okay, so you could be from the knees, one knee and one leg out extended, or fully extended. You can always put one hand down for balance. And again, if you want that little bit of a dip on the side, you can, but you don't have to. And if you aren't sure if that's allowed for you and your specific spine, then I just want you to hold it. Okay, and then next time you're working with your physiotherapist or you see your doctor, you can ask if that's a move that is safe for you. Jot it down on a piece of paper somewhere. That's what I do, because by the time I go for appointments, I totally forget. So I keep a little notebook and I'll jot things down, and then when I go, I'm like, by the way, is this something that I can do? Excellent. So now I'm going to roll over onto my back. And I'm going to lie all the way down here. I'm going to start with the more challenging one. So I'm going to pull my legs in, and I'm going to make a long lever and pull it in. Okay, so I know sometimes they do this where the upper back is curled up into like a crunch position, but I'm not supposed to do that, so I'm not going to do that. You can definitely do it the way I am right now. Where my back is fully supported on the mat, and I'm still getting all that hip flexor work, and my core has to engage to let those legs go out and then pull them back in. And I'm getting some really great arm mobility by still moving my arms. Excellent. And so that was the more challenging one. So now we'll do the dead bug, which is the easier one. Might as well do, I just felt like we'll get the harder one out of the way. So again, we'll go one arm out and then the other. I love, this is such an underrated exercise. Like, it's really good. We're getting pelvic stability by trying to keep our hips stable. We're getting a good core bracing doing this. We're getting lots of excellent mobility through the hip flexor and through the shoulders. This move really, I know a lot of people are like, it's so easy. It's such a great movement for our bodies. And there are ways to make it more challenging by adding bands or weights. Excellent. And so now, oh my goodness, I think it's our last move coming up. So what we're going to do is a bit of a leg work as well, but it is definitely still core. So we're going to come up into a bridge and we're going to march it. So we're getting, again, we have to support, we have to really pull those abdominals in. We have to squeeze the glutes to support the lower back. And then we're pulling one leg in at a time. So I hope that you like this more. It's a specific, because there's just 10 minutes doing a full body Pilates. I can definitely do one where you get just a little bit of every part of the body. But sometimes by focusing the workout just in the core, then if you want to make it longer, you could stack on another Pilates type mat workout that I have, that would also be 10 minutes. Excellent. And if you stack 2 together, then you have a 20-minute workout. I'm just going to roll onto my side and come up. So that's the great thing with the stackable 10s. But great job for today, really working on that core and on that lower spine and stability through the hips and the pelvic girdle. I hope that you like this style of workout. Let me know what you want to see next. Have a great day, everyone.